I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road in spirit right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road in spirit right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. Choose compassion. I choose compassion today. I choose compassion today. I am walking the road in spirit right now, singing, I choose compassion today. Joy. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road in spirit right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. Back to heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road in spirit right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road in spirit right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road in spirit right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
And welcome everyone. I'm Rev.Anne Eisele. I'm a staff minister here at the High Desert CSL, and we are here, are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love. This starts with us staying completely open to the thought, to the belief that by enhancing our thoughts, we change our lives. So you're welcome, you belong here, and we're so glad to have you in person and online. So, best day ever.
Yes.
So how about if we all stand for the community song, and I will turn it over.
Yahoo!
It's a celebration.
Yahoo!
It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on!
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate good times, come on!
Let's celebrate.
There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Yahoo!
It's a celebration.
Yahoo!
It's a celebration.
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. Celebration. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. Yahoo!
It's a celebration.
Yahoo!
It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let us celebrate.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's celebrate.
Good morning, family. How are you today? All right, yes. Well, good morning. Thank you, choir. Thank you, Chris. And my name's Deb Kearns, and here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We recognize and celebrate each person as uniquely divine. We view each person as an individual expression of the one Spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science of mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, diversity, and inclusivity for all. Thank you for choosing to be here today. Welcome home. Thank you to everyone who's joining us online. We see you. Yes, we do. I do anyway. Say hello in the chat box and let us know where you're watching from and how you're doing today. We love to connect with you, and we hope to see you in person soon. And now, is anyone here joining us for the very first time in person today? All right, thank you. If you don't already have a welcome packet, you can pick one up. And we are all here, and thank you so much. We have all of our regulars here. So all of the ways that you can connect with our center can be found in your program. So please take it home with you and keep it handy. You can connect with our office if you have any questions at all. And now it's time for our announcements. Current events happening at our center can always be found at our concierge table, online through our social media platforms, and the community calendar found on our website. These are all updated regularly, so please check in often, as we are always adding more and exciting new opportunities to gather here at our center. Our monthly potluck will be in the fellowship hall immediately after service. Kitchen help is always welcomed. For all of you with June birthdays, please raise your hand or stand. If you're able to, Lori has a practitioner card for you. Do we have any birthdays? All right, in the sound booth. Yes, let's give it up. So let's all sing happy birthday now. Take it away, Chris. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday, dear Cody. Happy birthday to you.
And thank you so much for your service. Happy, happy birthday. Women's group tomorrow, Monday, June 2nd at 10:30 a.m. All women are welcome. Coffee Talk will be offered Tuesday, June 3rd at 9 a.m. in the fellowship hall. All are welcome. Next week is the second Sunday experimental service offered at 11:30 a.m. Garden party Saturday at 8 a.m. The weeds are still free. Yes, they are. Come on, let's go. Free, free, free. And we want to give a big shout out to Emily and CJ. Can you guys raise your hands, please, for all your work in the garden yesterday? Truly, we appreciate it. I know at my house the weeds are free too, so we appreciate all your hard work. Thank you. Reverend Valerie will be teaching Blueprinting Your Life on June 14th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Transform your life with this powerful, interactive workshop, including clarifying your deepest desires, rewire your limiting patterns, create a new blueprint, and shift your state of being. Whoa, I'm already feeling it right now, I tell you. Align with your highest potential and a love offering. Reminder, Father's Day bake sale. Our women are encouraged to bake a tasty, delicious, yummy treat that will be auctioned. And we want to outdo the men in this bake sale. So you ladies heard this, okay? Challenge, challenge. Please join us for the Soul of the Journey, which offers the principles of science of mind with an emphasis on daily meditation, emotional healing, practical applications, self-love, soul presence, and life direction. Wow, sign me up right now. Marina Shoupe and Thomas Downing will co-teach the class. The class starts June 23rd for an investment of $125. As a reminder, our practitioner team is here to serve you every Sunday. You can find a prayer request in the garden room or see the practitioner of the day right after service near the piano, right up here, for a quick spiritual mind treatment, which is the science of mind philosophy, is what we call an affirmative prayer. Our practitioners are here to know the truth for you and work with you as you change your thinking to change your life. Thank you, practitioners, for your service. We appreciate you. We also wanted to let you know that we have a service dog here, so we ask that you please not touch the service dog. Now I want to welcome all of you who would like to join us for hugs and handshakes. This is a time to greet each other with a hug, a handshake, or you may remain in your seat. The choice is yours. And Chris, take it away. All right, folks.
I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am surrender the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. 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 I am opening.
Kelly could come up. Oh, okay, fine. That's fine. Hi, take your seats, everybody. Look, I always like how happy everyone is to see everybody. But take a seat. Okay, good morning. My name is Marina Shoupe. Please join me with our affirmation for today. I'll read it once, and then you can join me a couple more times. I am worthy of love and respect. I am worthy of love and respect. I am worthy of love and respect. Yahoo! Now it's time for us to read Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises together. They're in your program and they're in the air as well. You can read along if you'd like, out loud. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. Chris, contemplation. Lori will now join me, lighting the flames of faith. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. Excuse me. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring devotion to prayer and the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Lori lights the healing candle, we ask you to please put silently into the light the names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And now I invite you to float your eyes closed, go upstairs, go in to your creamy, soft middle, that eternal flame in you. There is but one life, one God, one Spirit. It actually brings me to tears when I think of how comforted I am knowing that I am one with all that there is. Oh my God, I'm one with all of you. I'm one with the bunnies that are doubling by the week on my property. I'm one with life, with the creative intelligence of the universe. What a thing. This is what I know for our community, and by extension, the human community at large. We are peace. Drama that distracts us heals. Harmony is the reigning passion and flow of today. We are harmony. We are compassion. We are growing. We are excited. We laugh. We are peace. There's a vibrancy in this life. It's mine to use. Use it. I'm using it. I love this community. I love this life. I am so grateful for adventures, for trials that always end up in a lesson. The elevation of consciousness and love is the core, and I am grateful. And I release my word into the law of love and action, knowing that as I do so, it is done. And I encourage you to help me ground this treatment by joining me in As So It Is. Changing gear. And now, Power Talk Day. Let's welcome Richard Fox for his Power Talk.
Good morning and welcome to all of you here and those watching at home. My name is Richard Fox. I feel honored to be able to talk with you a little bit this morning. It's called a power talk, so I hope when I've finished, you've increased your power. I have a little bit of introduction about myself, and then the main topic is about God. But I was born at a very early age, and you know, I went to a psychiatrist once for a few weeks, and I told him that I felt I had an inferiority complex. And after thinking, he said, "No, you're just simply inferior." Sometimes I put on a Superman costume for Halloween. Sometimes I wear my Air Force uniform for Memorial Day. But I don't really feel like I'm especially super. I just feel like a person who loves God, and that's good enough. I started going to church when my mother had me inside. I was born, put in the nursery, and I went to Sunday school for 13 years, perfect attendance. We had a little pin, and I've been going to church ever since, and I've been in this religion for 50 years. I had a magazine I must have found that said Science of Mind, 1972. I had no idea that there was a church. But when I lived in Florida, I was driving around. Oh, it said Science of Mind. I wonder if that's the same thing as this. So I stopped in, and yes, and it's been wonderful ever since. We used to lay on the floor to do meditation. It was a very small place. It was a little storefront. Also, I put up the flags every Sunday. I don't think I've missed a Sunday for 8 years. I sing in the choir. I've worked in the kitchen. I do maintenance, special projects. I fix the piano bench for the piano player. And I come to the health fair as a volunteer. And anything else. I got a thank you note from somebody saying thank you for all you do. So my main topic is about God. And my main statement is, if you don't remember anything else, that there is a God. And I could since I'm a scientist, I have a 5-year degree in biology, and I have a degree in management, and I've been in the Air Force in electronics, and I've studied this religion and many other religions like Ernest Holmes did, and I can only say I truly believe there is a God. I have miracles happening every day. But a very unusual example is, if you think of the planet of Mars, it's a red planet, there's dust, we're not sure if there's water, they have dust storms all the time. I don't think anybody's living there, and for some reason we want to go to Mars. But think of the contrast of where we're at now. We have trees, we have water. For some reason, we have all of these blessings. And I give credit to God for it. But I could spend an hour telling you about all the blessings we have. Our own life, our friends. Oh, a couple of things that are interesting that people take for granted is gravity. If we didn't have gravity, and just think about it, the earth is revolving and it's just perfectly balanced. If we didn't have gravity, we'd all be floating around and our cars wouldn't touch the ground because there's no traction. So gravity is something I think God created so that we can at least be grounded, if you like that word. The other thing that everybody takes for granted is oxygen. I mean, these are just examples of what God provides for us. All the water, the trees, the beautiful plants. But we have oxygen. We don't even have to pay for it. We're breathing in and out. The only time you think about oxygen is when you're drowning or you can't get enough. Otherwise, it's given to us by God. So you can add your own details about different things that we have. Cars, airplanes, trains, computers, whatever. And it's all inspired by God. If you think about it, a lot of writings, a lot of books are inspired by God. You say, where'd you come up with that idea? I don't know. God told me to write this. So you can think of some of these self-help books or books about our science of mind, religion. And where did the thoughts come from? Where do your thoughts come from? Sometimes we come up with a solution. We don't know where that solution came from. So I would like to spend the rest of my life telling people about God. Sometimes when you say there's a God, other people say, oh, you're full of baloney. But I have so much evidence that God is good. He helps me. I'm healthy. I'm very old, but I have never broken a bone. I have never had major surgery. I still can walk. I still can drive. And so I give credit to God for all the good. So I think Valerie asked me, how did this religion help my life? All sorts of things happen in my life, good, bad, and otherwise. But I give God the credit for teaching me new things, for learning. Even the bad things teach me something. And it seems I always come out on top. I've been around the world, and I've had difficulties like everybody else, but it always turns out good, and I give God the credit. So I have a song. It's a very simple song. Have faith, hope, and charity. That's the way to live successfully. How do I know? Ernest Holmes told me so. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just feel real good today. Remember that God is here inside you to help you guide the way. Have faith, hope, and charity. That's the way to live successfully. How do I know? Ernest Holmes told me so. And that's it.
Thank you so much, Richard. I want to learn that song. It's truly a pleasure. Well, good morning, beloved community. I'm Rev.Anne Eisele, and today we come together not only to celebrate, but in reverence. It's June, Pride. Oh, thank you, Cody. A time to uplift, to honor, and to reflect on the sacred and the powerful movement that forever altered the landscape of human rights, of spiritual growth, of collective healing. The journey of the LGBTQ+ community is marked by resilience, courage, an unwavering pursuit of authenticity. As we explore the theme of pride through the lens of religious science philosophy, it can provide an understanding of this powerful, powerful pride movement and allow us to incorporate these lessons into our lives. The LGBT movement teaches the importance of embracing pride, self-worth, and authenticity, not just in successful ventures or relationships, but also in discovering or nurturing our unique traits and our abilities, even in the face of failure. Pride in the life we live, knowing that we all carry shame or wounds that yearn to be expressed in a loving community. As a binary Irish-German female using her, she pronouns, I want to begin with gratitude to the LGBTQ+ community for their voice, their expression of their authenticity, their passion, and their relentless pursuit of happiness. It is with deep, heartfelt gratitude to the LGBT community, not only for existing, but for resisting. When it was dangerous. For speaking when it was dangerous. For loving in the face of rejection. For having the courage to be seen. When it might have been safer to disappear. It's through their courage that we are reminded of the sacredness of embracing our true selves, regardless of societal expectations or norms. Their voice, their passion, their visibility has changed the world and has changed me. My profound change continues to evolve. In researching this topic, a quote by Walt Whitman kept weaving through my thoughts. And it's, Cody, if you don't mind. Be curious, not judgmental. Yeah, I invite you to embrace this theme. Be curious, not judgmental. As a practitioner of religious science, we know there is only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that lives in and through all of us. God is not separate. God is us. And our founder, Ernest Holmes, reminds us the divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. Pride is a celebration of that freedom. And today, I invite us to reflect together on what it means, not just to support pride, but to live it, embody it, embrace it from our innermost being. Be curious, not judgmental. Let us take pride in ourselves, in our gifts, in our failures, in our journey, in our bodies, our gender, our orientation, our quirks, our shadows. Let us take pride in our resilience of becoming. When we connect with our loving community, right here in this spiritual family, we are seen. We are heard, and our differences are not reasons to divide, but rather gifts through which Spirit expresses in infinite variations. This is the heart of religious science, the recognition that God shows up uniquely in each and every one of us, not despite our differences, but because of them. Yeah. It says in Galatia, there is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Jesus Christ. This verse challenges us to embrace diversity and affirm the equality, equal dignity of all individuals in the eyes of God. The Catholic Catechism of the Catholic Church even tells us plainly, God transcends human distinction between the sexes. God is neither man nor woman. God has no gender. And so I ask, if God has no gender, how do we judge ourselves or others for how gender is expressed? In the words of Walt Whitman, be curious, not judgmental. Let us open our hearts to understanding, celebrating the rich tapestry of human experience, recognizing that each of us contribute uniquely to the symphony of life. one woman's story. Let me share with you the story of a dear friend, a wise and powerful woman in her 70s. Her story is like so many others, yet uniquely hers. Growing up in the Midwest, being gay was not just difficult, it was dangerous. There was no one to talk to, no safe space. Many of the older gay people she knew drank, not so much to party, but to feel or to numb. She told me about the bars, how they were more important than just places to drink. They were their sanctuaries, their churches. A book by Maria Cartier titled so beautifully, "Baby, You Are My Religion," is a poignant book title that reflects how the bars became sanctuaries and places where love and community were found among adversity. This brave woman from the Midwest faced persecution for simply being her authentic self, striving to be part of a community that shared her values and desires to love another woman. Those bars, those bathhouses, those were the only places that the LGBTQ plus community could meet. Even those were policed. She was arrested once for simply being in a lesbian bar. Another time she parked near the bar and came out to find her new tires had been slashed. When she moved to California in 1981, it was more accepting an environment, more affirming. However, she still had to conceal her true identity from her coworkers and neighbors. She would have to turn around pictures in her house when guests came over. She had to pretend. She said she had sadness when she told me, "You didn't even try to adopt a child. It wasn't allowed. They tested you by shining a flashlight in your eyes to see if you reacted to males or females. You couldn't be a scout leader. You couldn't have kids. You couldn't even imagine aging with care because you didn't have children or family." But she also lived to see something incredible. She saw change, gay marriage. She saw progress, acceptance. She witnessed the beauty and heartbreak of the AIDS epidemic as a chaplain and a friend. She talked about the AIDS quilt, a tapestry of lost and remembered. This picture is the AIDS quilt being displayed at the National Mall located in Washington, D.C. It stretches over 2 miles, and the quilt has nearly 110,000 names on it. Oops, that one. Sewn into each of those panels. The AIDS quilt changed people's minds. It changed their hearts. It opened the nation's eyes. In facing our collective shame and wounds, we discover our true strength and resiliency. The late writer and activist James Baldwin said, one more, Cody. There it is. "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced." My dear friends, keep shining, and we join you in knowing I am proud. The shame that connects us. Here's the truth beneath the story, and many others. Everybody has shame about something in their lives. You may not be LGBTQ. You may not have been rejected by family or threatened by law, but we all know what it's like to feel othered. We all know what it's like to hide. Shame is that silent shadow we carry, and yet it lies in a spiritual paradox. If we are able to embrace that shame, to love it tenderly, we might see that it's the very thing that makes us so unique. Our wounds are not signs of weakness. They're portals to a deeper, deeper connection. I want to quote James Baldwin again. Cody, I think you're going to need to help me here. Only if we face these open wounds in ourselves can we understand them in other people. To embrace our wounds is to acknowledge that we are not broken, we are becoming. And when we offer each other this level of love, we not only heal ourselves, but the collective consciousness of humanity. We can uplift ourselves and others through affirmations such as, we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual laws. And this law is love heals, truth liberates, pride transforms. As most of you know, I'm a really curious soul, and I love getting to know people's passion, skills, and experience. So shortly after I was in ministerial school, a new student joined us, and we start our classes by going around and telling each other a little bit about each other. And so when it got to her, she talked about her work and that she worked with the engineers in the IT field, and she was a project manager. And then she said, and I transitioned a few years back from male to female. And when she said it, I was like, wow, I have got to meet this person. I've got to know her. Here I am, a woman in a woman's body. She was a man in a woman's feelings, and we're both working in the engineering field that's predominantly male. And I was like, how was it for you? You know, I can tell you how it was for me. And through that curiosity, we became really good friends. She opened my eyes. She was compassionate. She taught me what it was like to be a woman in a man's body. She taught me what it was like to be a woman in a woman's body. And so I have such deep gratitude for the loving teachers that really taught me how to become. The Bible scripture has been used to make people feel bad. Allow me to share a story of Jesus in the temple as a story of healing and revelations. The Bible story is from Matthew 21:12-14. So Jesus went straight into the temple and threw out everyone who had set up shop, buying and selling. He kicked over tables of loan sharks and the stalls of dove merchants. And Matthew is quoted, oh, he already turned it, thank you. Matthew is quoting Jesus for his actions. My house, designated a house of prayer, you have made it a den of thieves. Now there is room for the blind and crippled to get in. They came to Jesus and he healed them. Let's not forget that Jesus was a revolutionary. In Matthew's quote, Jesus goes straight to the temple and overthrows tables. He doesn't whisper. He doesn't wait. He acts. And what happens next? There is now room for the blind and the crippled to get in. They came to Jesus to be healed. Jesus made room. Let's do the same. Let's make room for every trans soul, every gay, every lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, asexual, non-binary, queer person. Let's make room for people, every background and body. I belong, not just in our center, but in our consciousness. This is a spiritual act. To quote Judith Butler, writer, professor, and activist, who reminds us, Gender is a social construct, inviting us to challenge and redefine traditional norms that limit our understanding of identity and connection. And isn't connection what we're all here for? Pride is not just a parade. It's a spiritual practice. I'm here to say, I am here, I am worthy, is to defy the voices, internal or external, that say you're not enough. To affirm the divine within, even when the world doesn't understand. Just have a few more quotes. So Walt Whitman again. Oh, while I live, to be ruler of life, not slave. Nothing exterior to me will ever take command of me. Let that be our mantra this month. Let's meet life as powerful beings through compassion, authenticity, and pride. Pride in who we are. Pride in a community where we all belong. Pride in how we love. Let us remember Alice Walker's empowering words. The most common way people give up their power is thinking they don't have any. Each of us hold power to create change, to foster inclusivity, to build a world where everyone can live authentically without fear. Let us use this power to consciously create and courageously co-create a world where love is not just accepted, it's celebrated. Let us all face our wounds, knowing they are not shameful, they are sacred. Let us honor the LGBT plus community, not only in June, but every day, for the ways they've expanded our understanding of what it means to be divine. And I'll end one more with James Baldwin's, the moment we cease to hold each other, the moment we break faith with one another, the sea engulfs us and the lights go out. Never, let's us never stop holding each other. Let us never break faith. Let us walk forever in pride, together, awaken and free. Thank you. I just want to take a quick moment and just go into a really quick prayer. So if you could just center yourself with me and God, that one spirit, that one source. And I know that we are connected to God. God is in and through each other. And I take pride in this divine nature. I take pride in my story, even the hard parts. And I take pride in my community, this community. I take pride in everyone and everything I see. And I'm so grateful for the support and the loving community and Chris's outstanding music and Cody's support with the AV. And I gently and easily release this into a universe that says yes. And so it is. Amen.
So it is. Would you like the choir to come up?
And as the choir comes up, I want to focus everybody's attention on our lovely June flowers from Joyce. So if we could give her a round of applause. I think they're just absolutely stunning.
I love myself so much that I can love you so much.
give, we are always knowing that we are grateful to have this center and the streaming capabilities where we can all come together and share coffee or tea or just a conversation with each other. And so knowing that we all belong here, so we appreciate your support through your electronic donations or by simply sending a check if you're joining us online. So as the ushers come down, let us say our giving affirmation together, and it's in your programs or you can read it on the screens. So divine love concentrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of the spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
All is well, and I am grateful. All is well, and now it's time to let it go. All is well, and I am grateful. Life is good, and so it is. All is well, and I am grateful. All is well, and now it's time to let it go. All is well, and I am grateful. Life is good, and so it is. Life is good, and so it is.
Knowing that God's presence is everywhere and everything. Knowing that these donations do good work in the center, in the world. And we are truly grateful for this loving abundance that we receive and spread to the rest of the universe. And we say, yes, more please. So overflowing with goodness, with love and kindness, I gently and easily release this into a universal law, knowing all is well, all is good, and so it is. Amen. So before we circle up, I know you couldn't get enough of my talk this morning. So I made up some spiritual actions if you'd like to start for the month. There's 10 different ones, and I'll leave them outside if anybody's interested. But they're just, things that you can just embrace with. So with that, we don't have kids, so why don't we circle up for the peace song? Is it peace song? And then remembering that right after the peace song, Marina will join you at the piano for prayer. Hey, good morning. Nice to see you.
And yes, it begins